Hello, thank you for joining us on this episode of Sports Bets for Free. My name is Scott Jenkins, your host, just a local sports bettor here in Phoenix, Arizona. And hopefully today with our bets and your bets, it's going to be another profitable day. Happy Sunday, May 18th. Happy Game 7 in the NBA. We're going to talk WNBA and NBA today. Only one NBA game, that is Game 7, Nuggets and Thunder. Pacers-Knicks will lead off the Eastern Conference Finals on Wednesday. So I'm not sure, but it looks like the winner of this game will face the T-Wolves Thursday. More than likely. And this one, let's get to this one here. Thunder at home for Game 7. Best team in the league pretty much all season long. Going against the Nuggets, who I have caused them a lot more problems than we anticipated. I thought the Thunder would try to run them ragged. The problem is in a lot of these games, they have slowed down to the pace of the Nuggets. And when you have a six-man rotation, basically, and these guys playing 40-plus minutes, if you're the Thunder and you go 10 deep, why are you not trying to take advantage of your depth? I understand they haven't hit a lot of shots. But the one thing they do is bring energy on defense, provide a lot of fouls if necessary as well. And Jokic has played outstanding, which we expected him to play great. Michael Porter's been a disappointment except for one game. Shocker. Jamal Murray, he was sick for Game 6, supposedly. You know, like we're going to have Jordan's flu game one more time. It's Jamal Murray. Let me explain something to me. You're Jamal Murray. You're the second best player on that team, and it's not really close as Jokic is so far ahead of you. Nobody cares if you're sick. Get your rear end out there, play. If you can't, whatever, right? But if you're too sick to go, I understand. I've been there. Jokic is playing way too many minutes. And the Thunder haven't, unfortunately, hit a ton of shots during the Jokic off-the-floor minutes to kind of make up for that. Games have been tight in the fourth quarter. Nuggets have won a couple of those. Thunder have won a few. Thunder blew them out in Game 2 where they won by 40-plus. I thought going back to OKC they would blow them out again in Game 5. They didn't blow them out, but they did win in that one. The line in this one's big. No question about it. Now, the totals come way down because it is a Game 7. The books aren't stupid, right? So the totals come way down. It's around 213.5. They're expecting a lower scoring game. Game 7s are normally, everybody comes out a little tight. If you're the Thunder, you need to run. Take chances on steals. Take chances on blocks. You're the younger team, and you have a ton more depth. And you were the best team all season long. There is no reason to kind of jicky-jack around here. Right? So I will say this. The Thunder, we think, are going to win Game 7. I think home court means a ton. I know they're young. I'm well aware of that. I know Jokic has won a championship, but Jokic also got bounced last year by the T-Wolves in the second round. It's not like the Nuggets are undefeated. And folks, to be really honest, all the people that are mad at the Celtics, in today's NBA with the second apron and the way the salary cap's structured and the things you lose by going over and the luxury tax bill you have to pay, it is going to be extremely difficult for anybody to win multiple championships in a row. Those days, I'm not saying they're completely over, but for the way the basketball is currently set up for the NBA, it is going to be extremely difficult. I mean, the Celtics had a chance, but Porzingis was not Porzingis. Tatum gets hurt. They didn't play well, so the Celtics couldn't repeat. Knicks took full advantage of it. Congrats to the Knicks. The only issue with the Knicks winning is that we have to hear Stephen A. Smith talk about his freaking Knicks for at least another week, 10 days. Right? We all get tired of that. Stephen A. Smith is great at what he does, but when it comes to talking about his Knicks, I would rather drown in the pool. It's just, oh my God, really? Like I got to hear this for the next 6 to 8 weeks? Great. You know what I mean? So they made the Eastern Conference Finals, but we'll get to that breakdown later on in that one. We're going to focus on Game 7 here. The Thunder are, if we look back to Game 2 at home, Game 1 at home, basically, if Chet Holmgren doesn't flub the 2 free throws at the end, we're not even talking about this. This series is already over, as they would have won Game 1, 2, and 5 at home and took a game on the road. This series is done. But young mistake in Game 1. They've come back, and the games they've lost to Denver And games 1, 3, and 6. 1, it was close. 6, they got beat up a little bit in the last game, but I think that was to be expected. Going back home, we expected to see the best effort from the Nuggets we've seen all season long. And game 3 was the first game back at home. So, like I said, losing game 1 was big. They took one game to get home court back. They got it back. Now it's time for game 7. It's time to get these chips rolling where they go. 3:40 Eastern time. It's a day game as well, which is always a little bit funky, but they did have an additional day off. So let's give you all the plays we've got here. Thunder -3 first quarter, 5 first half, 8 for the game. Porter under 10.5 points. He's only went over points at home, so we expect another underperformance for Mr. Porter. SGA for 30-plus points. Murray under 21.5 points. Dort, who shot the ball a lot better at home, 9-plus points. Murray under 2.5 threes. Dort for 3-plus threes. SGA, we think, hits a couple threes. Westbrook and Porter both under 1.5 threes. Hartenstein, 9-plus rebounds. Jokic under 52.5 par. Couple things here on Jokic. I understand he's a stat stuffer, right? That's why his par bet, points, assists, rebounds is at 52.5. So a couple ways he can go under here. He has a bad shooting performance. Or he gets a lot of assists and doesn't need to shoot. Or they get blown out, he doesn't play the fourth quarter, right? So a lot of ways he can go under on that number. It's a huge number. Porter under 17.5 par. Even if he gets 8 rebounds, it's going to be hard for him to get to 18. SGA, 45-plus par. We think SGA is going to score 35-plus in this game. And he's been really close to some triple-doubles. His assists and rebound numbers are in the 7-8 range for a lot of this. SGA, 2-plus steals. He's had, I think, 2 steals in every game but game 6. Jokic, 4-plus turnovers. This number's come down from 5. And it's decently juiced here. So get 4-plus turnovers is actually the largest bet in the game. And Chet Holmgren, 2-plus blocks. Now, let's get over to the WNBA side. There are a few games on Sunday, so if you got to watch Saturday's action, I got a couple of quick questions on that. Obviously, it still looks like the Liberty might be the best team in the league. Jewel Lloyd didn't have her great performance for the Aces, but Asia Wilson looked like an MVP again. Wow. Then we get to the Fever and Sky game. The Sky, let's be honest here. The Sky are going to be probably one of the teams without a playoff spot. And the Fever, I'm not saying they're winning the championship, but they should be top 4 in the league, roughly. I mean, you got I think the Liberty are way up there. The Minnesota team's way up there. You know, then you've got Aces are up there, and I think the Fever, that's probably your top 4. But the Sky are fighting for maybe to get in the back end of the playoffs. I don't know if they can make it there either. But Angel Reese and Clayton Clark's always a good time. And then when we had the flagrant on Caitlin Clark, she pushed off after the foul to send her to the free throw line because she said we'll make her shoot free throws rather than get a layup. Duh, right? Basketball play. That's pretty self-explanatory on that one. Then we get to the late game. Mercury, who I don't think are that good, somehow just crushed the Storm in that one. Obviously, Jewel Lloyd was a big piece of Seattle up there last year. That trade to the Aces. They got a piece in return, but, pretty crazy. But anyway, we have 2 games on Sunday for the WNBA. How about this? We're spending as much time on the WNBA as it seems like the NBA anymore. First game up, Mystics and Connecticut Sun in Connecticut. Connecticut's got some issues going on, obviously. Traded away some big players. Their win total is extremely low. Not expecting much out of the Sun. They are at home here getting 4.5, depending on where you get it, against the Mystics, who aren't known to be world beaters by any stretch. Mystics might go for a playoff spot here. Sun are having ownership problems, won't move, this, that, the other. Okay. It bees what it bees, so to speak, on that one here. The Mystics are a little bit better team here, so we do like the Mystics in this particular spot. Mystics -1 first quarter, 2 first half, 4 for the game. No player props in that one for us. And then that game's at 1 o'clock Eastern. Then the game at 6 o'clock Eastern, Minnesota Lynx and LA Sparks. So Lynx get a road win against Dallas. Game 1. This is game 2. Sparks got a big home win against the Valkyries, who are going to be lucky to win 8 games this season. Out of, there is 44, so it's a little bit larger. This is the largest WNBA season we've had. I'll be honest here. Like I said, I think Minnesota could be one of the 2 best teams, but definitely in the top 4 here. Minnesota's favored by 5 to 6, depending on where you get it. So make sure you shop that thing around. We love the Minnesota in this spot. -1.5 first quarter, 2.5 first half, 5 for the game. Natasha Collier, 24 plus points, 9 plus rebounds, and will also play her for 35 plus par. That's points, assists, rebounds combined. All right, so we just went through a bunch of bets for basketball on Sunday the 18th. How do we get a chance to take a look at all those bets? No problem at all. We've got them posted in multiple spots online, TikTok, YouTube channel pages as well at the end of every episode on YouTube. It's a link to our Google Sheets, docs.google.com/spreadsheet. Click on that link. For the NBA, go to basketball 24-25. Scroll down to May 18th. You'll be able to see all those bets. For WNBA, go to 25-26 basketball as we start off a new season there. And scroll down to May 18th. You'll be able to see all of our bets, what juice we got those at, how many units we wagered, and what book we placed them at as well. So check those out when you get some time. Do you like the content that you're seeing here and want to see some more? Make sure you hit the follow button, and we'll show up in your follower subscriptions tab, depending on what social media platform you're watching us on. Or make life simple for yourself. Turn on the notifications for that social media platform once you hit the follow, and you'll get a notification sent to your phone or device to let you know that Sports Bets for Free has dropped a new episode of Bets. Also, wouldn't you like some help? Don't you want to be part of a Discord and not spend a bunch of money? Right? Get all these bets ahead of time. Get them early. You don't got to spend 30 minutes watching me. You can if you'd like, right? But you can get all this information. We break it down for you as well. We answer all kinds of different questions. Whether you're a novice or been doing this a while, do you want bonus bets? Do you want a bunch of different stuff we throw at you as well? Trust me, well worth the small investment to get in our Discord. Subscribe to us through TikTok. Once you do, we will send you the Discord invite. Once you get in there, you'll see all of our bets early. Not only that, get ahead of some line moves and juice moves. So the few bucks that you're going to spend per month, you can actually save in line moves and juice moves. Look at it that way. Very worthwhile investment. We are a straight wager channel. We will throw out some bonus parlays in the Discord as well to help everybody out. We hit one last night in baseball. I think we had a couple going on in baseball today. A little short at the back end due to the some football scores going on late in MLB. But not only that, we gave you all the straight bets as well. A lot of action going on there, so make sure you do check that out. Subscribe to us through TikTok. We'll send you that Discord invite. You get in there with a bunch of people who like sports wagering and love sports and sit there and chat back and forth about it quite a bit. We do appreciate everybody's support, and we look forward to seeing you on the next episode.